What if I told you Cristiano, Ronaldo's greatest weapon, wasn't talent, not speed, not skill, but something far more dangerous, something most people never see, because Ronaldo didn't just become great. He built himself that way. Welcome to RBS, Real Billionaire Secret. Today, we're breaking down the real system behind Cristiano Ronaldo's rise. From a poor boy on a small island to one of the most dominant athletes in history. Not just what happened, but how it works. Stay with me, because before this ends, you'll understand the exact system he used and how to apply it. Cristiano Ronaldo's story doesn't start in a stadium. It starts in Madeira, Portugal, a small island, beautiful but limited. He grew up in a tiny house, leaking roof, cracked walls, cold nights, for kids, struggling parents. His father worked as a gardener and part-time kit man. His mother cleaned houses. This wasn't just poverty. It was pressure, and pressure creates something powerful if you use it right. As a kid, Ronaldo played barefoot in the streets. No perfect pitch, no expensive boots. But every night, he saw something else. A stadium, crowds shouting his name. That vision became his escape. And then his mission. Older boys pushed him around, knocked him down. But every time he fell, he got up faster, stronger. That's where it started. Pain became fuel. At 8 years old, he joined a small club, and one thing stood out immediately. He hated losing, not just disliked it, hated it. He would cry when he lost. Most kids move on. He couldn't, because for him, football wasn't a game. It was identity. And once something becomes who you are, you stop needing motivation. You become it. At 12 years old, everything changed. He got selected by Sporting CP, a huge opportunity. But it meant leaving home, his family, his comfort, everything. In Lisbon, life got harder. Kids mocked his accent. He felt alone. At night, he cried, a lot. But every time he thought about quitting, that same vision came back. The stadium, the crowd, his name. That was enough to keep him going. Those nights didn't break him. They built him. This is where resilience is formed, not in comfort, but in isolation. On the pitch, everything changed. No fear, just focus. He trained longer than everyone, stayed after practice, repeated drills again and again, while others rested. He worked. At 15, his life almost ended. Doctors found a serious heart condition, career-threatening, even life-threatening. He had surgery, and just days later, he was back training. That's not normal. That's obsession. That's refusal to stop. By 16, he was already playing above his level, dominating older players. Then came 2003. Sporting versus Manchester United, just a friendly. But Ronaldo didn't treat it that way. He destroyed defenders. And after the match, Manchester United players told their manager, sign him. Immediately, that moment wasn't luck. He made himself impossible to ignore. He moved to England. New country, new pressure. He wore the number 7 shirt, a shirt filled with history. At first, he struggled. Too many tricks. Not enough results. Then his coach gave him one message. End product wins games. That changed everything. Ronaldo adapted. More focus, more goals, more efficiency. His body transformed. Stronger, faster, more explosive. This wasn't talent anymore. This was engineering. Then came 2006. World Cup, controversy, media attacks, fan backlash, even threats. Most players would collapse. He didn't. He used it. More focus. More discipline, better results, turning pressure into power. By 2008, everything aligned. Goals, trophies, Champions League, and his first Ballon d'Or. He became the best in the world, but he didn't slow down. In 2009, he moved to Real Madrid, and this is where dominance exploded. 451 goals. Let that sink in. 451 goals in 438 games. That's not talent. That's consistency at a level most people can't even imagine. But here's what most people missed. While scoring goals, he was building something bigger. A brand, CR7, clothing, gyms, hotels, multiple income streams. He wasn't just an athlete anymore. He became an empire. That's the shift from skill to structure, from income to assets. Even today, years into his career, different leagues, different teams, same output, same discipline. Why? Because his system doesn't depend on location. It depends on him. Now here's the real secret. Control your response to pressure, and you control your results. While people watched his goals, success was being built behind the scenes. In the moments most people quit, it's not about football. It's about control. Ronaldo didn't escape pressure. He trained in it, used it, and turned it into power. So what can you take from this? Start with clarity. Know what you want. Then build yourself into the person who can achieve it. Train your discipline, even when you don't feel like it. Raise your standards, even when no one is watching. And most importantly, stop avoiding pressure. Use it, because the same pressure that breaks most people built Ronaldo, and it can build you too. Here's the truth most people miss. Winning isn't random. It leaves patterns. And once you understand those patterns, you can build your own system. Ronaldo didn't just win games. He mastered a process. From nothing to global dominance. Not by chance, by design. So the real question is, are you waiting for your moment? Or are you building yourself into the person who creates it? Because the pain you're trying to avoid might be the exact thing that gives you the edge. If Ronaldo had a comfortable life, there's a good chance you'd never hear his name. His struggle wasn't the problem. It was the advantage. Subscribe to Real Billionaire Secret, because here, we don't just show you success. We show you how it's built and how to build it yourself. Now click the next video. Don't lose momentum.